Yeah, it gets a little weird then. Hey, Herbert T, how's it going, brother? Trying to get y'all on a level spot here. Working too well. Sorry about the everything moving around. Drop y'all down a little bit. There we go. So everything, the water's down pretty low. So I don't know how good we're going to do fishing. And I didn't bring a microphone, so yeah, it's pretty hot. Me and the old lady went for a hike this morning, and it was, well, I say this morning, it was around, I think, 11 when we got up there, so pretty much the hottest part of the day. I've done about a 2.5 mile hike, and didn't got a pretty good YouTube video out of it, I think, but it was definitely hot. By the time we got done, we were both just soaking wet, and came back home and figured we'd do a live this afternoon and come back down. Decided we'd come down, maybe do a little fishing, see if we could catch anything. But talked to a couple other people that have been fishing down here this afternoon, and there's nothing biting up here on this end. The water's back down enough, but it's just real shallow. I guess y'all can tell how shallow it is. I did bring a pretty crowded down here too. I guess y'all can hear the vehicles and stuff. So there's a lot of. I did bring a backup plan. We were going to cook it for lunch when we were hiking, but time we got done hiking, we were both hot and just didn't feel like eating. So I got the stuff to make some Reuben sandwiches. So may do that instead of much fishing. Doesn't seem like there's much to catch out here. Like I say, with it being so shallow, it's just there's not much, nothing biting up here. It's just too shallow. So what have you been into, Herbert? moss off here. I didn't bring a mic, so I don't know how good you guys can hear me. Probably not very good. Okay, cool. Glad the sound's good. Like I say, I didn't think to bring the microphones. I kind of been playing around with some AMSR type videos. So last couple of hiking videos I've done, that's what they're going to be is just AMSR, dragonfly floating around. Uh, and so I didn't have a microphone. I didn't even bring a microphone with me, and I didn't think to grab it when we stopped at the house and got stuff to come down here. Normally I'd have them in my camera bag, but I didn't think to grab them. Yeah, it's definitely been hot today. There ain't no where I'm at. There ain't no shade and be able to fish. So I don't know how long this is gonna last. Even if it did start biting. Yep. Yeah, it's just too shallow up here. No, Harvard, I'm just out for the day. We didn't feel like sitting around the house. Tried to get the kids, and they were both, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. Like, well, if you don't ever get out in it, it's always going to feel too hot. But yeah, we went for that hike and went and had some ice cream after, cooled down, and then got back to the house. And I said something about doing a live, and like I was saying, got back to the house there and was talking about doing a live and decided to do it up here. So,
Sound like he's cutting out on you out there. Yeah. Starving, huh? Hey, Zaddy. Hard work, huh? Yeah.
so let's see who all we got in here.
all watermelon seeds.
We got 5 in here.
Oh, I thought I smelled sexy.
So what's everybody been doing in here?
Is that what that was? I thought it was just shit.
Somebody just got here, babe.
Yeah, I just got here. What the fuck, guy? I'm like 6 years deep, but I just got here. I'm 3 deep.
Sorry about that, guys.
Wait, I would have said I was about to be 18. What? No, 18 beers.
Well, I'm only 20.
I'm not a minor, I promise.
I'm only 20.
Guys, I think I'm just gonna get off here. I can't yeah, I don't know. We'll try it and see. There's probably gonna be splingers. There's a lot of other people out here and stuff. How's it going, Flat Broke? Good to see you, brother. So yeah, all this is just really, see if I can get this thing into selfie stick mode here. Not too much trouble. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna catch any fish, guys. It's just too. I mean, you guys can see how shallow that is. They're just not biting. Maybe we'll try something else here in a little bit. Let's go over here to this side. Take y'all over here to the other side of the. Kind of, maybe a little quieter over here. We'll just walk around, find us a quiet spot. We can all visit a little bit. Most people still leaving trash down here. I don't know about y'all, but that just annoys me to no end when people do that. I never understand why people do that crap. But, I guess you guys have seen this place in quite a while. I did a video, I guess last fall, maybe early winter even. I think it might have been early winter down here. Yeah. I'm gonna go see if we can find us a quiet spot though. Go ahead and find a spot where the water's running a little bit. There's quite a few people down here. There's, I guess, 8 or 10 people down here. This ain't a real big spot. I know in that video it kind of looks like it's a pretty good sized spot, but it's really not. It's just, maybe 5,000 feet or so off the, no, it's not even that, maybe 2,500 feet off of the highway, and then it turns back into road. Yeah, Flat Broke, just doing a day trip. They actually don't let you do camping down here. I kind of wish they would, but they don't. So I'll cross over here to the actual creek. What I was showing you there earlier is just kind of a, I guess, kind of a backwash area, I guess you call it. Don't really know what to call it. But we'll walk over here by the creek. It's a good little spot to hang out and stuff, especially when it's in the winter time. Makes a good little spot to shoot a YouTube video. I've tried using it more, but it seems like every time I come down, I'm always doing my videos on the weekend because fellas got to work. And well, we found some running water, but unfortunately you can't hear nothing for the traffic on the highway. Let's see if we can scoot down here a little bit. But so, you know, everybody else is trying to use the area too, you know, so just the way it works, I reckon, you know. I'm just gonna let y'all look at the scenery. Y'all don't want to see my ugly mug. I don't know if there's a vehicle over here, but I don't know if there's any people over here. I don't want to be trampling on somebody else's spot. Creek's kind of drying up. Oh, look at all them skeeters over there. I don't know if this is a good spot to hang out or not. You walk down the creek here. Those pups over there. Yep, just kind of crowded today. Normally this place they ain't maybe 2-3 people here. Seems like every time I come down here to do a video, it winds up being a whole bunch more. Yeah, I didn't even think about doing a police call before I started. And like I say, I come down here planning on seeing if I could do a catch and cook. And the lake's down so low on this end that, well, the whole lake's down low, but on this end it's shallower anyway. And it's so low that it's just too shallow for the fish. They're all up on the other end. I guess we'll just sit up here kind of where it's kind of got the water running. We'll just have to ignore that old highway traffic. So, I know this ain't the best, but I really didn't want to stay down there on the other end where I was at. The old lady's with me too, and some people showed up and they're kind of using some language and stuff. I didn't want that in my live, so we moved down. Decided to move on down here on this end, where maybe we can. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this tripod level. It's kind of hard to do in creek rock. There we go. Ain't much of a view, but I reckon it'll work. About what we got, ain't it? Sit down here and yeah, well, they were cussing and talking about drinking and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I don't want all that crap on my live. I try to even on my lives, I try to make them where a kid could sit, you know, a family could sit down and watch them. You know, I mean, you know, I know me and Kyle like to do that. You know, sit down and watch videos together. No, it's not too bad. It's just when you get a big truck or something coming through, it's kind of noisy. But just the regular you know, just regular cars and stuff, it ain't bad. You know, and well, let me show you. If you can see right there is the bridge. So we are not that far from it. See if I can get y'all set back on the perch there. There we go. Hey Jay, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in there, brother. So Herbert T, was you over in Randy's live? I seen he was live. I just wondered if you saw the other Matt over there. I was talking to him like early this morning, and I guess he fell. I don't know if he fell asleep or what. He just kind of quit talking, so I just assumed he'd fell asleep. because it wasn't much longer after that I fell asleep. So. I guess I could flip this camera around so y'all could see me. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. There's my ugly mug. But yeah, we flat broke. Me and the wife went out. I tried to get the kids out of the house this morning, and they both said it was too hot. So me and the old lady went for a little hike and done. Should be a pretty good YouTube video. We've been trying some AMSR videos. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I say, I'd originally planned on doing a like camp and cook down here, and just couldn't, you know, but just the way the water was, it just ain't gonna work. I'll have to go do one over on the other side. But yeah, like I was saying, we'll try a couple of AMSR videos, see how they do. I know as far as editing them and stuff, it's a whole bunch of you. So, not saying I'm gonna turn it into an AMSR channel or anything, but I think a lot of the hiking stuff, like, will probably go that way. I like to talk too much to go completely AMSR. Oh man, it is hot out here, guys. Sweating like I don't know what. Guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know there's other folks got lives going and whatnot. Yeah, it's not a bad little spot. It's just a little crowded today. I like coming down here. Like I was saying a minute ago, before you come in there, Jay, I shot a video down here about the place, and I wanted to start making some more videos down here. And it seemed like, I work full-time job, so yeah, I've had that happen too. Or do like I did today and forget them. But I wanted to come back down here and do some videos, but working through the week, I'm kind of relegated to doing my videos on the weekends. And I come down here to do one, and it would be crowded like it is today, and you just couldn't get a good place to do them. I mean, I've managed to do a couple videos. It's a bit easier to do them down here in the wintertime because nobody comes down here in the wintertime. But I like it down here, other than the road noise. And if you're on the far end, you really don't hear it. I say that was a big truck that just went through there, and you can't. But like pass your car, pick up, it's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty hot today too. I think it got up to 88, 89, something like that. I don't know what the humidity was, but it's been hot here. I know we done that hike, and that was about a 2.5 mile hike. And time we got done, we were both just drenched, you know. But that's kind of good though. It's the first hike me and the old lady's done in forever. I mean, probably close to 20 years. But she's lost quite a bit of weight, and starting to get some mobility back from not having that extra weight, So she's able to start getting out and doing stuff, camping, a little bit of camping, hiking, and stuff like we used to do before the kids come along. Oh yeah, huh. Yeah. Well, I know some of those folks. They're just it's the weekend. They just got off work, so they're celebrating. I guess we'll call it. I was young like that. I was young too once. I get it. Uh, hey, Flat Broke, you still up there where your wife's family's from? Yeah, that'd work, wouldn't it? uh, we've had. I don't know if y'all have noticed it or not, but boy, the ticks have just been horrible this year. I was just wondering, Flatbroke, I was just wondering if they were that bad up there or not. I know they've been horrible here. Up in Missouri, well, I mean, where I go up in Missouri ain't that far away. It's uh, like 20 miles from me, so it's not that far into Missouri. But they were bad up there when I was camping up there a couple weeks back. Of course, a lot of that was probably just being in the tall grass. I could have probably took a weed eater up there and cleaned up a spot, but I don't I don't like doing that. Um, I kind of like to do that no trace thing. Plenty of skeeters, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I moved back up here to this running water. I figured that running water there won't be as many mosquitoes as would be down there where it ain't really running this fast. And this ain't running much, but it's running a little bit. I'd say I'd say if we don't get some rain in the next couple of by this time next week, this thing will be dried up. It's just a little. It's not even. Don't even run full time. Just the rainy season. I know. Last winter, I come down here and done a video on the hammock setup. Or, well, I did do that video here. Uh, but I got a hammock underquilt for. Lower this down a little bit. There, that's better. Now I ain't having to look up at the camera. I was, yeah. So I was checking out, doing a little video on that underquilt that I'd gotten for Christmas, and we done that down here. Done a little cooking deal with the one of those little uh, cast iron pie things that you use over the campfire. Uh, and we made some like quesadilla type things, I guess you'd call them. Done that in here, but what I was getting at was it was all last spring and or last fall. I started doing YouTube in September, I think, and it was already dry by then. Yeah, yeah. I don't know which one I hate worse, the ticks or the skeeters or the gnats. I don't like them gnats either. Uh, I guess the mosquitoes is the worst. Of course, you get bit by a mosquito, you itch, but if you pull a tick off of you, you itch too. So I don't know. And them gnats are they're just a pest. Uh, So Jay, are you pretty close up there to where Herbert's at? He's there in Illinois too. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I don't know. I don't know what's up with my boy there. He's not. Well, it's just where it's hot, I guess, more than anything. We set the pool up there yesterday, and so I think he was just bouncing between the pool and the AC. And he's never really been that big into hiking and camping. He's more into the bushcraft and cooking stuff, you know. Uh, I mean, I think if I ever went down that rabbit hole of doing the like Minuteman type stuff, he'd probably be all into that because he likes those type video games, you know, military video games and whatnot. Yeah, I watched that. Oh, well, I watched both those videos, but I watched the your last one there the other night. That wasn't a bad looking little campsite there. You know, I just I, I just can't deal with people enough to uh, to camp in a campground like that. You know, it's just well, because you get idiots like this. I don't know what all the horn blowing was about. But yeah, my tolerance level for stupidity is just not what it used to be. You know, I used to be able to just blow stuff off and you know, whatever. Anymore, you know, it's just you want to grab them by the nape of the neck. Hey, what is wrong with you? And you can't do that. You got why you'll wind up having to come up with bail money. Yeah. Well, you kind of up there. You kind of limited on spots where you can do dispersed camping up there. Uh, you know, but that's definitely my favorite type of camping. Now, I mean, I don't mind having people, you know, people I know and everything with me when I'm camping. That's cool. It's just the idiots that I don't know is the ones that usually annoy me. So, sorry, old man's got to unbend the knees so they still work later when I try to get up. Uh, but yeah, I had a pretty good day today. We, like I say, got to hang out with the old lady, and she went back to work recently, so haven't been getting to hang out with her as much as we used to, you know. But, the old economy kind of finally caught up with us, you know. So, but anyway, uh, so I guess since we didn't catch anything, we might venture back down yonder and see what the situation looks like down there now. And if it's too rough, then we'll just sign off and say goodnight, I guess. Ah, get up from here. Oh, goodness. Ah. Turn y'all around. There we go. See if I can get this thing back into selfie stick mode. Hadn't used this tripod in 3 or 4 months, I guess, where we've been doing uh, where we had that other tripod. It was a lot better. It's a lot better tripod. But we didn't where I was doing the hiking stuff. I didn't bring the other one with me, and I didn't think to go in and grab my um, camera bag and stuff. So, well, it looks like it's still a full house down there, guys. So, we'll So like I said, guys, it looks like it's still a full house down there. So I think I'm gonna just sign off for the night. You gotta go further north to get up there where the dispersed stuff's at. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I was watching a bunch of outdoor boys stuff this morning for uh, and boy, he's way up north there, and but I like his stuff. He's almost always doing dispersed stuff, you know. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate y'all guys watching. Everybody giving me a thumbs up and everything. We'll try this again here before too long. Maybe we can find us a little bit better spot. I kind of the video that come out next week, I went to a little spot that I hadn't been to before. It might be a better spot than this, actually. It's not quite as open, but it's quite a lot quieter. So maybe we'll check that out again. All right, guys. See y'all later.